Hello and welcome to the SideQuest podcast. You're here with your host, Ben.
And your other host, Oliver.
And this is episode number 24. We've beaten the odds. We made it past that magic number 20, and we're kind of smashing it now.
Beep, 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 beep. We're 24 now, right?
We're
Jack Bauer. Yeah.
Jack Bauer in it. I think we are you surprised that we made it this far?
I am, yeah. I thought we'd have got bored 20 episodes ago, but
I did. I had a worry that we might get to like maybe episode 8 and be like, we're losing.
This is shit.
Nobody's listening. But actually, we've got people listening now, which is quite nice. Last episode did well, didn't it?
Yeah, we had old Scott. The only thing about last episode was my shitty microphone. But do you know, if it's always that way, you know, like if it was just me and you, we just can it and do another one. But it's like when you've got a guest on, it's like, right, everything should go perfectly, and everything always doesn't go perfectly.
There's
on
always
ones where you can't redo them.
Yeah, and that's the problem, because like, you know, people say, oh, can't you fix the audio? It's like, no, because it's one and done. Do you know what I mean? If it's cocked up at that stage, there's not an awful lot we can do to go fix it.
It's weird because it sounded fine to us on the day. Yeah. And then it's just like, oh no, actually no, it's shit. I was like, okay.
But the thing is, and it fixed itself halfway through. So if you did kind of if you had difficulty listening to it early, you know, the early part of it kind of 20 minutes in or so, it kind of just seems to fix itself, and it's easy listening from that point.
Yeah, easy. It's been a journey, my friend, but we're still here.
It has.
We're like Sam and Frodo, aren't we?
Who's who?
It's obvious, isn't it?
No, go on then.
No, I don't know. Who's who?
You can be Frodo.
Yeah, that's fine. Frodo wouldn't have got very far without Sam.
Sounds about right. Right. And my camera looks god awful as well. So if you're watching it, like, I don't know why people watch us. Like, do many? Well, quite a few people do watch, but like, what they're watching, like, all they're seeing is our faces. But anyway, if you are watching this and you're wondering why my camera looks awful, I've got my normal camera kind of mounted up here for filming, like painting, and I couldn't be bothered like de-rigging it and then putting it on the tripod and things in front of me. Sorry, you have to make do with this blurry crap webcam. So I think I am going to upgrade the webcam, so I've got something a little bit better, a little bit nicer. But I haven't got around to doing that yet. So
it's not happened, is it? It's not happened.
It's just not happened yet. It's been a busy week or so. And you've been busy, haven't you?
I have been busy. What's happened this last week? We had Easter. That's always a time. And then I've been to the tournament. It's now Friday night. Night, Saturday, Sunday. What? It's a tournament this weekend, like tomorrow. So I've got to get there for all the tables. There's a wedding tonight. So I know people are there, you know, guests are there today. And then, so they should have all the tables set up when I get there tomorrow. I can get there from 7. Mm-hmm. So then at 7 o'clock, I've got all the boards and terrain, the mats and terrain are there. But I need to set them all up. So I've got 2 hours on my bobbins to get them all out, 27 tables or something, get all that sorted. And then I've got like QR code stuff to sort out for other bits. I realize I'm trying to learn QR codes, right? What a boring process. It's like you have to like set some form up, link the URL to these codes to try and get like a poll sorted. But like I'm doing it for favorite players. So people just scan the QR code. You'd be like when you go to Warhammer World, you just scan it, don't you? So I'm doing that, but I can't set the QR code up until I know who's registering for favorite player. So I have to like
wait until everyone's there.
Wait until they're there and see who's doing it, and then be like, right. They'll tell me in the morning. So then I've got the first round to sort that out and print it all off and whatever. So we'll see. At worst, if I can't print them, I'm pretty sure the hotel will have a printer. But if they can't, I have to just have my laptop and they can scan the code or something. Do you know what I mean? I'll make it work.
There'll be ways around it, won't there?
Yeah. So I feel a bit anxious. It's the first time at a new venue, and it's like, oh, you know, how exactly is everything going to run? Now, they're a wedding venue, which, and they have like literally an event coordinating lady there all day. So in theory, it should all be fine. And she seems to have it all in hand. She's got all these dreams and these ideas of like this grand entrance and this chill out area. I'm like, you do you, lady. Do you know what I mean? You do, you do your thing. I'm just used to like some nerds turning up, not looking at each other in the corner. So it should be good. Excited.
That does sound good. I think, you know, you messaged me yesterday. Oh, you know, she said we could do this, we could do that. It's like, it would have been nice to know that before the day before the event. So you could have planned a little bit more.
But I think they're just not quite familiar with what the hell I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, so what is it like Risk? I was like, sort of. She's like, the other girl was like, I've heard of Risk. I was like, well, yeah.
It's yes, but also no.
Risk adjacent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's played on a table.
Yeah, with models.
So yeah, that's about as close as you're going to get to it, really. But yeah.
So I think it'd be good experience for me to get used to them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if all goes well and everyone's enjoyed themselves, then I've got dates provisionally booked for like the next 2 years if I want them.
Amazing.
Rejig them, and then I think if it goes well and people are happy, which I don't see why they wouldn't be, then I'll lock a load of dates in. I'll put a few side events on it. We're talking about Lord of the Rings, obviously, but you've got the little one due soon. So
yeah, I think it'd be difficult for me, realistic, for the next couple of years. I know we kind of talked about it in the past and things, but it's something I would love to do. I'd love to kind of run more events.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not saying anything.
So yeah, I think I'll have like Blood Bowl at the next one, because that's easy. Plus, like 40k, right? I have to get a mat and all this terrain and piss around. Blood Bowl, I don't need anything.
Yeah.
Like,
you can just
nothing.
Because it comes with a board, doesn't it?
So yeah, so people at a tournament, you're basically kind of expected to bring your own board. So between you and an opponent, one of you should have a board. And no dice, no terrain, nothing. And it takes up a quarter of the space of 40k.
See,
40k is 2 6x2s pushed together. In Blood Bowl, you could get 4 players on 1 6x2.
Yeah.
Where I get 2 on 2 6x2s.
So I think, though, that you need to make custom grounds with like
I'd love that broadsword
stands around. And you need to make like, I don't know how many of them, 10 of them. So you can host like 20 people in like little custom like what do you call them, pitches?
Yeah. I want dice as well, broadsword dice. So like,
man.
I want all that. The next one I want like, D6. I want Blood Bowl dice. I want some polyhedral dice. I might do like people can play D&D all day or something. Do you know what I mean? Start a bit of a convention if it goes well. So we'll see, and hopefully I can get better rates and get better room rates for people, and then. Yeah, we had a bit of a hiccup on Wednesday. The firm were like, "Oh, hey, just to let you know, like, we might have to cancel everything or move all your people." I was like, okay. They had a water problem or something, but they got it fixed Thursday morning, so it's now Friday.
You were kind of contemplating having to cancel the event, weren't you?
Well, yeah, they were like, so the whole town is booked. It's Easter weekend or whatever, right? School holidays. So the entirety of town is full. There's no hotels, no space in town outside of this, and then in the venue there's a wedding, and then we've taken like however many rooms now. So, but everyone at the hotel who was staying there, like 28 rooms or something, would have had to move, and said we couldn't put you in town, so we can move you to like 2 other towns half an hour away. I was like, that is not really what we're going for. Right? I'm kind of going for this like one all-inclusive venue. Like, but we can split all these people up over 3 different hotels. Oh,
I mean, 2 towns over for you is like, I don't know, 80 miles or something.
It's like 40 minutes or something. They're like, oh yeah, there's a hotel 40 minutes away and it's shitter. Oh, I love that. You come down with your partner, but the idea is you come with your partner, right? And they sort of pop down and say hello and you have a beer for 10 minutes, then they get bored and bugger off to the spa or something, where like that wouldn't happen, right? Because they'd be in a hotel an hour away. So yeah, pretty grim, but it's okay. It's a minor hiccup and a minor stress, as is always the way. I think we did an episode about tournament organising, and that's the kind of thing that you have to face.
But you can't even like prepare for that.
I can't prepare for
you cannot provisionally plan that the water's going to cut off in the hotel.
Do you know what I mean? Secondary venue on hand that can fit. Like 60 war gamers in.
Just have like another hotel just in case all the water goes off in the hotel that everybody happens to be staying in. There is only so much you can do, and obviously that's not your fault. But obviously, had you had to cancel, it would have kind of reflected. Regardless of the cause, it would have reflected on you to some extent, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been the problem, right? So as much as there's nothing I can do. I've done everything I can, and then I can't. And so, people would be like, yeah, fair enough, the hotel. But at the end of the day, they'd still go, oh, Broadsword cancelled his last event. That I feel would have really stung. It's my 7th event. So I'd like to think, we have a precedent for good events. But, like you say, what can you do? But it's okay. It didn't happen. So I've got to get up in about 7 hours or something and then go and set everything up. And then the first half hour getting set up, once the games are running, about half an hour into the first game, and everyone's fine, everyone's got their maps. Do you know what I mean? Then it's easy.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
answering questions like, I've got a Necron warrior with a gun, and it says rapid fire in 12 inches. Can I rapid fire in 12 inches? Yes. Done.
Yeah.
Or like, I've got a tank, and a man's trying to get out of it, but he can only get out of the front, but he can't fit. What do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or weird shit. And then like game 4, you get a few people kick off a bit, and then it's over. So that's it.
Easy.
Normally I get a bit bored, right? Because I'm just sat there on my own on my laptop pissing around. But actually, this is the first time I've had the baby at an event. I had one last time, but it was a bit different. It's younger. So it's actually just going to be like 2 days away from the baby.
So the baby's not coming to help out then, is what you're saying?
He's a lazy little bastard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least he could do is come and like lend a hand, put some terrain out tomorrow morning or something.
Yeah, you'd have thought so, but no, he can't be asked to do anything. He's just going to sit around here, eating whatever the hell he eats and pissing around. So I think it'll be good. But yeah, I'll have 2 days away from the baby to just sit and look on my laptop and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Living the
dream.
What
have you been up to? That's what I've been up to. It's been an up and down week.
I have done like I've had no hobby time.
You wouldn't mind put your mic a little closer to yourself, would you? You're very quiet.
Is that better?
Yes.
Does that sound better? I'm sure in post it'll all kind of it'll all get better.
We can't do the double audio. People will stop listening. They'll go.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully that'll be better. I've had like no hobby time whatsoever over the last week or so. It was Easter weekend. I had just a lot of time with the family, which was really really nice. We did a lot of the park. We did a lot of like Easter egg hunting, which my little lad loved. If once Anders is old enough, man, do an Easter egg hunt with him. Ethan absolutely loved it. He's not stopped going on about it. He's he's still got some chocolate eggs left as well, so he's just keeps banging on about it. So yeah, that was great. And then just work has just been a bit manic this last week, so I just every evening I'm like, I'm gonna go and do some filming tonight, and I've just done nothing at all. And now it's Friday, but I'm off on a stag do tomorrow.
When you on a stag do recently, where were you the other day? You were getting hammered last week, weren't you, as well?
No, that was a friend's birthday.
Oh, it was the 40th, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the 40th. Right. Yeah. But no, this is a stag do. This is my brother-in-law's to-be's stag do. So it's gonna be quite a quiet one. This one, I think. It's in Magaluf. It's in Magaluf.
Sure.
It's in Magaluf. But like my dad's
Shagaloof,
way, lads. But like my dad's going. Like my godfather's going. Callum's dad's going. So it's going to be, and his uncle. So I think it's going to be like quite a quiet one, really. I don't think it's going to be like a proper lads type.
What happens in Shagaloof stays in Shagaloof.
Go to the strip club with my dad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Your dad, you haven't got another euro, have you, Dad? How many coins go in there? No, that's
a coin
lad,
slot.
That's
yeah, exactly. So I've got that.
Go to a strip club and talk about miniatures. Wait.
Have you heard about Warhammer?
Before you watch your stance, have you seen the new miniatures out on the Thursday preview? Looks amazing. Look at that. Oh.
I mean, that meme of the guy like shouting in the girl's face in a club? It'll just be like that, yeah.
So what happened in War of the Rohirrim?
Yeah. So yeah, I will definitely 100% do that.
That sounds exciting.
So that'll be good. I'm really looking forward to that. Because again, it's just a couple of nights away from the baby.
No more painting then.
Yeah. No more painting.
This is the reality of the Dad Hammer post, the podcast. It's just like, Jesus, I get to run a tournament, which is kind of like, a stressful situation, but it's better than being at home.
Yeah. Well, we're recording. What time is it now? 11 fucking o'clock.
God, it's so fucking
my
late.
Language. And we said, let's get it done sort of fairly early. And again, like trying to do bedtime, and he just wouldn't go to bed tonight. He just wouldn't go to sleep. And like as soon as he was closing the door, he's like, "Daddy," and it's like, and it took like 45 minutes an hour to put him to sleep tonight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a couple of nights. Right. Do you know what? I might just like slink off early every night and just have like a proper full night's sleep.
Yeah. So I've got 2 nights playing Blood Bowl in Nottingham start of July, and it's like everyone's sharing it. We'll share rooms, it's cheap, and I'm like, do you know what?
No.
Yeah, I just want my own room. I don't care. It's twice the price, whatever. Anything to just imagine that. Imagine going to bed, and
just going to bed, and
being
that's
bed.
it. That's it. That you're just in bed, and like
I
it's
think
your
I could
own
play a
bed.
Blood Bowl game in half the time needed. So I might just turn up late day 2, be like, "Oh, sorry, buddy."
Yeah.
Clock me. I'll be done in 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? You can have
Yeah,
the hour and a
yeah.
half. Give me half an hour.
I'll do it. Yeah.
I'll manage it. I'll be like that Rain Man. I'll be well rested. You know,
Get a well rested bonus.
That's what I was exactly about to say. I want my well rested bonus. Yeah, +1 intelligence or something.
Yeah. Talking about well rested bonus. Have you downloaded the new Oblivion?
Mate, I was here playing it using my controller just before. You were like, "Oh, it'll be a while yet, mate." I was like, "Yeah, no worries." Just like,
yeah. And then I sent you a message. It's like, yeah, I'm on now, and like I just didn't hear back from you.
I couldn't save. There were enemies nearby.
Right, okay.
So I had to do that. But yeah, man, of course, got it straight away. Kira streamed it.
Are you about I don't know, 20 hours deep into it already?
No, I haven't got time. I'm sneaking like 40 minutes when I can. But yeah, I'm playing the class that I try not to play every single time. I'm playing Wood Elf Stealth Archer.
Yeah.
Just walking around dungeons like stealth arching things.
It's what everyone does. Yeah, I've not downloaded it yet. It's when the baby arrives, I may download it.
You'd have that good sweet spot of time where like the baby just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so but then we've got another one. So
he'll ruin it.
He'll need stuff doing for it. But yeah, I think I might try and sort of grab a little bit. Like that's the worst thing to do is like new baby arriving, and I'm just going to start a new game. But yeah, I never played Oblivion, which it feels a bit like wrong. But I just never had I never had the console at the time to do it. And then by the time I did get a console to play it, Skyrim was out. So yeah, Skyrim I think from a graphics perspective and everything, Skyrim was just like far superior, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, I did play Oblivion, but that wasn't the game that like got me into it. It was Skyrim. The graphics of Oblivion were just a bit shit, really. Mm-hmm. So the remastered one, man, it's so good.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It's like better than Skyrim.
Yeah, it look. I've watched a few trying to avoid spoilers because I've not played it before, and like everything, I like experiencing things for the first time myself, sort of thing. I don't want to watch like somebody playing it or anything like that. I've just watched like some spoiler free like reviews and stuff like that, and yeah, man, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like the same story. You've got Patrick Stewart wandering about. It's it's brilliant. So I'm delighted. So I hopefully when like the tournament's out the way and I've got a few other bits going on, maybe the end of next month I might get a bit of time. Maybe I might just say I've got an event to do and then just go away for 2 nights in a hotel and just play Oblivion. Can I get away with that? Kieran never listens to these anyway, so you never know.
Yeah, you can get away with that. I'm running a tournament. I've got to go and play in this tournament.
I've got to play Blood Bowl. I meant to go play Euro Bowl, but I might just go like, see you later. Thanks for dropping at the airport. Then get on a bus back into town.
stay in the travel lodge.
She went, it's a disaster here. I'm so sorry, I can't be there.
Yeah.
Sneak plus 3 times damage. Yeah.
Definitely needs to be done.
Do that? I don't know.
I'm sure you can do that.
Is that like neglecting my duties as a father? Probably.
It 100% is, but I think it's justified. It's justified.
Yeah,
totally justified. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of what we've been up to. Anything else you've been up to? Anything else you want to share? I've printed out loads and loads of Rowan houses. I've got like, I don't know, 10 now.
You're 2 Rohans now.
Yeah, I've got like. Had I painted them last time? Like,
oh jeez, look at you.
So yeah,
Rick, can you send me a load as well?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Keep printing. You've got loads of printers. You're a print master. Talking of printing, actually, there has been news this week, and I don't like it. Right?
Oh God!
You know how much I love Fallout and Skyrim, right?
Oh yeah.
I generally like Modiphius. They recently did a 3D printing campaign to 3D print all the Skyrim models, right? For the first 4 chapters now. No,
it's just chapter 1, wasn't it?
Just chapter 1 now, but they're going to do the next.
Oh yeah, they are going to do. Yeah,
and they've announced chapter 5 are going to be only 3D printed only, right?
Oh, right. Oh.
So no models and only PDFs and downloadables. So, for three different perspectives. One, as a shop, that's kind of terrible, right, for me, because like I can't sell anything. There's no licenses to print or anything, so it's just
you print them yourself or nothing.
Yeah, so I can't sell them. So like that's not great because I can't sell new stuff to people. And then they're going to turn the first 4 chapters now into 3D prints as well.
Oh.
So what?
Like you've taken away like your entire incentive to sell it,
stock it, and also like devalued all of my stock completely because people can just print it now.
That's not very good.
Don't feel great.
Should we have a word with Callum?
Yeah. Get Callum back and say, Callum,
I'm sure he'd sort it out for us.
Yeah, Callum, get back here. He's too good looking. You can't come back.
Yeah.
And he's too talented. But yeah, that's been my news of the week, and that's been.
Yeah, I when I saw the first one, like in my head, I was like, do you know what, Wave 1 has been out for a long time.
Oh yeah, like came out during COVID, I think 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, so it's been around for a really long time. So I was like, do you know what, if people weren't going to buy it, then they, it's kind of fine. But yeah,
I don't mind that. Like, it's fine because, if it gets people into the game, they can go in and buy other bits or play, right? So
yeah, and that's kind of what I thought. It was like a really good intro into it, if that makes sense. But I suppose, like, they don't have to hold any physical stock. There are definitely for them as a business. I can totally see why they've done it, because like, did the Kickstarter do pretty well in the end? I think it was
okay.
Like 50 grand, something like that.
I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, 13, 40 or something. Yeah, but it's good in that sense. It's good, right? Because it's sort of like free money, kind of. But but like it doesn't incentivize any shop to do it. So like people can print the models off, but where they're going to play it.
Yeah,
Like I don't mind if people come and play it in the shop, but it just feels like I probably won't run a Skyrim day. Do you know what I mean? So
no, I get you.
It's a funny one. I know Trench Crusade there was like only 3D prints, right? But they've done retailer versions, I think. Maybe they will in the future. They've said it's all like quite new to them, so maybe it would make sense if they did that and said, retail versions, so I can print them and sell them as a licensable product.
That could be. I
don't love it, but I don't mind it. I just hate the printing. But if I got all of them all pre-supported, I just hit print and print out 20 Ciceros or whatever. Then I don't mind because it's easier for me to stock it and cheap enough. Don't have to, so that, in that sense, because maybe it's only early days. Hopefully, it maybe develops into something like that. But just initially, it's like, a bit of a kick kind of worth nothing, really, isn't it? And I can't sell it anymore. So yeah, so that's also been this week. So it's been a funny week, but it's good.
Just talking about Modifius, like I know we kind of like them as a company, but obviously after this news, then maybe we don't. I've pre-ordered the Fallout Factions hardback book. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. I don't know when that's meant to be arriving. But yeah, that's looking exciting. And it came with a free PDF as well. So I've got the PDF, but I like reading a book. I don't like reading rule books in a PDF format. I prefer to have them in hand.
I just read it on your phone, right, when you're on the toilet. So I'd rather have the book. Like a proper book. Like it's a good book then, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So that's when I read my rule books. So like, I've got, plus it's the only time to get away with the kids again. So I've got to go to the toilet again. That's such like a trope, isn't it now? It's like, Dad's like, comes home, he's like, and he just, the toilet's in the corner looking at him. And he's like,
the toilet. Yeah.
He's like, hey, toilet, hey. He's like luring him over. Oh, yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But I can understand it, though. Like, I totally understand going and sitting in the toilet for half an hour.
The only price you have to pay is hemorrhoids, but other than that,
sitting on the toilet till your legs go numb.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to spend 5 minutes to leave. They're like, you've been there a while. And I'm like, yeah.
When you're coming out, when I regain use of my legs,
you get the red marks on your thighs.
From leaning on it.
Reading the book. Sad but true.
I'm sure there's other dads out there. Do you know, even before I was a dad, I used to go and like
sit in
the red
legs and a dead right foot because I tend to lean ever so slightly to the right when I'm pooping. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And the wife would be like, "Why are you spending so long in there?" It's like, well, get some peace.
Freedom. It's that Pullman, isn't it? This is 40. When she's like, show me the toilet. He's like, I'm not showing you. He's just in there playing like on his phone. And he's like, I'm pooing. She's like, no, you're not. Show me the toilet. He's like, no, I'm not showing you because he's not. He just goes in there. Like, he just escapes. Oh God. Oh shit. Amazing. We're almost. This is 40, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, we know what I'm 38 this year. Are we?
Yeah, we're 38 soon.
Yeah, we're definitely the wrong side of 30.
Someone told me though, someone unusual in the shop. Normally people just like to call me old man and stuff. But some kid was like, "Oh, what are you studying at college?" I was like, "Morning, fellow kids," or whatever it is.
Hello, fellow teenagers. Yeah, spending, going down. It's because you hang out by the college too much, you see.
Yeah,
They see you there. They see you there creeping.
Yeah, hi guys. Hat backwards. One shoulder on my bag.
Yeah, carrying a skateboard even though you can't skate.
That's that gif, isn't it? What's his name? Yeah. Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah.
Shit, what's his name? With the weird name.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. That's what it made me feel like. They were like, I'm studying this. I've just finished. I'm the old one. I'm 21. I was like, fuck off. What are you studying? I was like, oh, yeah, I'm studying sociology.
Yeah. making a course up just to sound cool.
Oh, do you work here often? Yeah, relatively often. The manager's an asshole. He's old.
He's well on. He's like nearly 40.
He makes me listen to this old music all the time. Listen to this. Oh, who's this? I never even heard of Oasis. What are they? I don't know. But I was so cool. And then they realised I wasn't cool.
They realised that you were old.
Yeah, but they play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, all right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter, does it?
I don't want to like slag off your customers that play Yu-Gi-Oh, but
me neither. But we have to bully someone, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh, isn't it?
Yeah. Why do you have to bully anyone, and why is it Yu-Gi-Oh players?
It just is. What else is it? What else can you bully besides that? What else can other war games bully?
I kind of think that, like, in the scale of like nerdiness, like Yu-Gi-Oh is like the bottom of the pile.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Magic is slightly higher.
Even D&D players bully them. I
think D&D is higher than Magic to me, because I think like I don't know, like Magic just doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. I think
tap 3 creatures, 9 mana. I cast counterspell.
Exactly that.
Come on, Yugi! Blue eyes, white dragon. I don't know why that's any different to going blood for the blood god.
But I think like with D&D, it's like a bit more. I don't know. You can have a bit more personality to it, whereas I feel like card games, like you are kind of defined by what's on the cards almost.
I want to go to the tavern. It's a drink beer. It's 2 gold. No, I don't want to pay 2 gold. I want to steal the beer. Are there ladies in the tavern? Yes. Roll charisma check.
Roll a 2.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm irresistible to the opposite sex. Take her to the hotel room and take off her bodkin. The night ends in a romp. Trust me, I've listened to a lot of D&D in the shop, my friend.
I was going to say,
I don't know if you are above Magic. It's a tough call.
Okay, fair enough. Well, so you'd say that Magic is maybe like slightly above D&D then?
I'm sure. I mean, I play Magic, but sometimes you hear stuff and it's like, oh, you have to do a perception check to see how big the boobies are.
I listened to something. It was like an Instagram reel, and it's like, I'm going to give you 30 gold. It's like, I want to suck you off for that 30 gold. And then it's like,
dexterity check.
It's like, I think it was a strength check, and it's like, well, and then he came with a natural 20, and it knocked him over, and he lost 1 HP because he bumped his head on the way down.
That's the kind of shit you get. Honestly, is the goblin chieftain there wearing nothing but rags? Are they sexy? Perception check. So I don't know where they all sit really.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I've played like slightly more kind of like.
Don't say cool games.
Cool games.
Lord
maybe like.
I'm the ring bearer. Fight value 6.
I was gonna say like games with D&D. Like we did one with Atmoseeker, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, that was like normal. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That's what I mean. That's what I played. Like I've not played pervy D&D.
Me neither. But I've
But
listened to a lot of it.
you've heard a lot
At
of
least now I have 2 rooms that I send them upstairs. They used to like have tables downstairs, and I have to sit there and be like, so off you go now. It's funny, really. The joys.
Anyway.
Right, what we doing? This is meant to be a short episode. But half an hour in, we haven't even given the title yet.
So in this one, we are going to do some would you rather questions. So it's going to be some fairly quick fire.
Take 30 gold or suck off a goblin. Suck off a goblin, obviously.
Suck off a goblin, obviously, yeah.
So it's only small.
Yeah, I could charge him 30 gold for it. So I win both ways.
Win.
Yeah. So yeah, we've come up with some questions for each other, and also our patrons have suggested some, and some of them are really, really funny. We were reading them earlier, and like literally, I properly laughed out loud at one of them in particular. So yeah, we're gonna kind of throw some questions at each other. But before that, our sponsor has renewed for another 4 episodes.
You're kidding.
No.
Have they even listened to any of the last episodes?
I don't know if he's even listening.
4 times. We're half an hour into this one. You're just going to butcher it again anyway.
I think because I did it last week, so I think you need to do it this week.
It's a thing now. Hold on then. All right, hold on. Let me load up.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I've got it. I've got you here.
Just remember, it's not Frog of War Games.
Is it not Fog of War Gaming?
No, it's Frog of War. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Okay, right. I can do this. I haven't got all the information, but I can remember it. I'll do a bit of it to get the name right, and you finish it off, right? Like that goblin.
I'll finish you off, yeah.
This episode of SideQuest Podcasts is sponsored by Fog of War Games, a place to create your masterpieces, shop for miniatures, paints, and hobby supplies. Focusing on games of ye oldie stuff like Pike and Shot, War Games Atlantics, Vitchix, all your basic and hobby materials, Epic Battles, Conflict 47, and you get 10% off your first order. Even if you already have discounts, you go now, you take over.
Shall I take over? So it's perfect for wargamers and collectors passionate about historical wargaming. They ship anywhere in the UK for just £3, which is an absolute bargain. And right now you get 10% off your order when you use the code SIDEQUEST, all in capitals, which we'll put down in the description below, and an extra 5% off when you buy 2 or more items, which is automatically applied at checkout. So that's almost up to 15% off, which is nice. So yeah, make sure that you do go and check out Fog of War Games, not Fog of Wargaming or Frog of Wargaming, as I have butchered it every other week up until now.
I can't believe they're renewed, man.
I know, exactly. As I said, I'm not sure he's even listening, really. Like he's just,
I don't know.
maybe just feels really, really sorry for us.
Yeah, it's like these guys are pathetic.
These guys have no idea what they're doing. But yeah, clearly this is working. So guys, please make sure that you do go and check out Fog of War Games. He's been really generous and is supporting this and has made it absolutely worthwhile. It's now kind of paying its way. I think we've broken even on the podcast now, which is a really maybe not in terms of hours, but in terms of outlay and things. I think it's just about paid for itself, probably.
Yeah, fair enough. Next up, it's turkey teeth and turkey hair. That's what we
absolutely
need,
yeah. I went for a haircut today. Actually, it's not looking too bad.
It looks good, mate.
I'm hiding the bald spot there. I've got a good comb over going on now.
Yeah, stress is emptying mine. 10 of the 10%'s gone. I think now this week.
Of today.
Amazing sponsors. Thank you very much, guys, for continuing to support us over here. It's amazing. So yes, if you are listening on any other platforms or you're on YouTube, head over to YouTube and check out the links and stuff down there as well. Make sure to go and buy your stuff from them. They seem like lovely fellows, lovely folks. They've got all the new bolt action stuff. I'm just looking here now. They have the the new starter sets and stuff as well. So make sure you go and do that and buy from them. Use our code. Get it extra cheap for super cheap stuff, because that's what we like, right?
Amazing. Anybody else sponsoring us? Have we got?
I suppose Broadsword Wargaming might chuck a sponsorship in, I suppose, for what it's worth. Yeah. This is Sword Broad Wargaming.
Oh no, where are they based? Germany? Was it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? No. Wherever you want them to be. They're based over in the Republic of Ireland, in the West, as you'd say here. County Mayo, Castle Bar, or Cashannuara, I think, or something as the Irish might say. I don't know. We as the English came over and then just sort of ruined the name. And
Right. Okay.
There's places here called like Tubber Curry because we can't pronounce English people couldn't pronounce it. Literally, they just called it Tubber Curry. I'm sure it's meant to be like Tuash Nauna Curry or something.
It's close enough. So yeah, Tubber Curry will do.
Tubber Curry's down the road, isn't it? So you've got Castle Bar. Barry's Castle, I think it is. So yeah, but they ship, all kinds of hobby stuff as well. Loads of stuff. We do everything. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's me. So yeah, I stock loads of stuff. So go and buy from my store if you're in Ireland. And if you're in the EU, you get pretty cheap shipping to places. Cheap shipping? Cheap shipping?
Cheap shipping? Cheap shipping?
Cheap. I think I said cheap. I'm ruining this. Bros for Wargaming.
Just go and check Bros for Wargaming. Again, more links down below. So go and check them out. Go and check them out and buy some stuff if you're listening in Europe or Ireland or which is part of Europe. But
we didn't do a great job of that, did we?
Fuck, no, we didn't. Anyway, that was the least important sponsor. The important one's been done.
Yeah, and
everyone hopefully knows who you are and what you do. Peddling,
peddling goods,
peddling plastic wares, and hobby supplies. Right? Should we jump? We're 36 minutes in, and we've talked about nothing of consequence already. So, right, because we
Wait, I've got one more thing of no consequence.
Oh, go on.
My band's got a new song out on Spotify called Three Years Company, and that's the last of the first 4, and now we've got 4 more being finished and mixed now, and one of them is called Consequence and Circumstance. So that's why.
Have I heard this one? Have I heard?
You should have heard all 4 of these. Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Some time ago there, but they're all on Spotify now and YouTube and stuff. I'm finishing a music video that you shot, but I'm having to try and edit it because,
was it crap?
No, it's just like I forget. Like, there's no click track to anything you're doing, so we're just like playing. Just match all those millions of clips up. It's like that's easy. It's not easy.
Yeah,
but I'll do it. It'll be fine. But the footage is actually very good, and there's bits of me playing guitar in that. But yeah, go and check out the band Token of My Affection as well. That's my band from the 2004 era. But yeah, we record everything, so it's very cool. But yes, there's a song called Consequence and Circumstance.
And I know you've. Am I allowed to say that you've shared some new stuff with me?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, there's
new
stuff.
It's good. Coming. It's good.
Do you like it?
I like it. Yeah.
One?
Well. That's like. Yeah, it's very like, you said like an EP intro sort of thing. Like it's good. It's very mid noughties, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 1 minute and 7 of.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's like, which band is it? Anne Boleyn. They had like an intro a little bit like that for I think it was this album Cities, and it was a bit like that, and it was very kind of like reminiscent of that. So it's like, yeah, I like this. So if you're into like kind of rock and like, I'd say emo, but kind of like, yeah, anyway, like alternative stuff from kind of like the
rocky pop emo or something. Yeah, less like I wanted to go out and I miss my girlfriend. I'm gonna
it's definitely got some of that in it. Yeah, it's definitely got some of that in it. But yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. So
nice. Yeah. Good. That's that. Right, now let's move on. Yeah. We've done all the shilling. Is there anything else to shill? Quick.
Anything else that we can shill? Anybody else that we can just shill, and then we'll send them an invoice afterwards.
Yeah. Army painter probably not Modifius anymore. No, they're
not Modifius. No, Modifius. Yeah, we've shilled them. But... We've shilled them already. Like inadvertently shilled them. But yeah, Army painter. I'm gonna 2 things.
I can see PK Pro in the background. Say something about Monument Hobbies and PK Pro.
PK Pro. Who's PK Pro?
Is that not PK Pro? Shit, Monument Hobbies. What are they called?
AK Interactive.
No, the ones that everyone likes, titanium white. What's that called?
Yeah, Proacryl.
Proacryl.
Yeah. But that is Monument Hobbies. Yeah, so they're also good.
So there you go. Right. What's this episode about again? What the hell are we doing? And
so we are doing
40 minutes to get there.
40 minutes to get to this point. So we said this was going to be a quick episode as well, didn't we? There's going to be a nice quick
short 40 minutes of shit and 10 minutes of actual content.
Of actual content. Anyway, so yeah, we are doing Would You Rather, and we would love it if you guys joined in with some of these as well. So put comment below if you've got any, if you've got any preference to one way or another on some of these. Some of these are quite easy ones, I would say, that I'm going to put to you. We'll start them off quite easy, but then some of them get a bit sillier, and some of them are a bit kind of like ridiculous and stuff. So shall I go first then?
Yeah.
Right. Very, very easy one to start. Would you rather just play or just paint for the rest of your life?
I'm not frozen. I'm just thinking.
right.
Shit. I should put an instant answer. I think it's kind of a thing, isn't it? Just paint or just play. It's actually kind of tricky. I don't do either anymore. Neither. I'd rather think about painting and playing. Is that an answer?
Watch YouTube videos about painting and playing.
Feel guilty for not doing either. Paint.
Yeah.
Collect and paint.
Collect right? And paint. I think that's what I would. I flip flop between the two all the time. Sometimes because I spend a lot more time painting than I do playing.
Yeah.
But the only reason I kind of paint is to play.
Yeah.
So
it's I like for the cupboard as well, right? They can put them in the cabinet.
Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, at least if you're painting, then you can kind of like look at them afterwards. Whereas sometimes I paint stuff and I'm like, I'm never going to use that. And it just kind of goes.
That was a waste of my time.
What a waste of my life painting that was. So I think I'd probably lean slightly. I don't know. Maybe slightly more towards playing because it kind of gives it a purpose.
I'll paint and you can play with them then. How about that?
Yeah. Let's do that then. Let's do
it together. We'll double team it.
Absolutely. Cool. Right.
So for you then, would you rather win every game but never get to paint your army, or paint an amazing army but lose every game? Like you will have a great army, but you will always lose. Every game you play, you'll lose. Or don't paint an army, but win every game.
See, if you know that you're gonna lose every game, it kind of defeats the object of it a little bit, because obviously you're going into that game thinking like, oh, I could win this, I could could draw, could lose.
Yeah, maybe you don't know you're going to lose it. You just
I just always do.
Shittest player.
I think I'd maybe go for that one. I think I'd prefer to have something that looks good on the table, because sometimes, like for me, it's not necessarily about going and winning. It's like the immersion. Like I'd prefer to play with like two amazingly painted armies on like a really nicely decorated table, like a really like thematic table. That for me is the dream. And like, getting some cool photos and like getting some of those cinematic moments. And that to me is more rewarding, I think, than like winning every game. Yeah,
I'm the same. I think for me that's kind of an easy one. I think I'd rather have an awesome army and lose all the time. So I can have a beer and people go, "Well, your army looks great," and you go, "Yeah," and then you probably just win favorite player all the time.
Yeah. And it's like you could turn up at tournaments and people are like, "Oh yeah, it's Ollie the loser again."
Here he is again.
Here he is, Mr. Wooden Spoon himself.
Mr. Spoon. Yeah, I'll have a collection of spoons. Yeah. It's a bit depressing after a while, probably, but.
It would. Right. So my next question to you is: would you rather play only fantasy games or only sci-fi games?
Fantasy.
Really? So you'd forego 40k, 30k?
Yep.
What would you play then?
I want to play D&D and look at dwarf ladies' boobies in the tavern forever. No, I would play only fantasy games. I'd play Skyrim. I'd be playing Lord of the Rings. I'd be playing Old World. Do you know what I mean?
I thought with well, yeah. You are definitely kind of more lean towards, but you've got like a real hard on for heresy though. So I thought you might have.
That comes and goes, right? Sometimes my heresy hard on is flaccid. Whereas like I love old stuff, right? I love like I'd like to play like Romans and Saxons and stuff, things you can buy from a shop called like Fog of War Games, like Victrix stuff, things like that. That's what I really like. Romans and Saxons and sexy Vikings and stuff.
Sexy Vikings, topless Vikings. That's exactly what you like, isn't it? Fair enough. Yeah. I think I'd be the same. Like Lord of the Rings. If I could play nothing else forever, it would just be Lord of the Rings. I'd be quite happy playing that. That's pretty much all I do.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't really play anything else. Like, I've got rule books for loads of stuff, but yeah, never get to play it.
I've got one that follows on from that. Then, would you rather live in the grim darkness of the far future or in the mortal realms? The world of Age of Sigmar or the world of 40k? Where would you rather live?
So this is. Like 40k is like really vast, isn't it? Like the universe is massive. Now, if I was born, and this is going to be like
realistically, you aren't going to be a space marine. Right?
I'm not going to be a space marine. I'm going
Let's
to.
be honest. We're
I'd
born
be
into
like
some agriculture planet where you die at 22 and you become food for everyone else.
and that's the thing. Or you could live in like a hive. Do you know what I mean? Like a hive world or something like that. It's just going to be really, really shit.
Well, that's probably miserable.
Yeah, but then again, if you were born in the mortal realms, you're probably just going to be a peasant.
Yeah, get killed by some orc.
a bear or something like. Not even an orc. Like
dysentery. Yeah. Shit yourself to death.
Yeah.
That's how you go.
But I think I think I don't know. I think life would be maybe less stressful in the mortal realms.
Yeah, I think in this in the grimdark you'd be gambling more, right? You could be born into some world that the emperor Imperial Man doesn't even know about. You could just be
exactly.
some
and that
feudal world or some shit. So
and that could be quite nice.
Yeah, but realistically, if you're a human, you're probably stuck on some shit planet and you just got a miserable life and you eat rations and have a shower for 10 seconds every 2 days. Do you know what I mean? That's probably what really happens. But I'd be a shit ganger. Do you know what I mean? If I'm born a Necromunda, I'm just gonna I'll be someone's bitch. I'm gone.
I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, I'll just roll over, die. They'll be like, "You're in my gang now."
Oh god,
no,
yeah,
I'm all right.
Okay,
Thanks. Give me that last pistol. So at least in the mortal realms, like you can have a hut and like be a bit normal and stuff. Sure, there's like undead walking about and like
and dysentery and
stuff, but yeah.
There's not enough literature on the average person, is there?
So the latest thing I've been reading a lot of Age of Sigmar books, and they're bringing a lot of them from like the human perspective now, right? So you can read ones from Stormcast and stuff or whatever. There's a Ynastra book, but even the book about Ynastra really follows a story of like a tribe of people, and she like comes down, and they're all like scared of it. They think she's like this like demon hunter, evil person, and she's not, but she doesn't give a shit about people. They're all just expendable nothings to her. Do you know what I mean? So she doesn't care about any of them. So it's so it's, and then there's like the Dominion book, the Skaven type book. They're all from like human perspectives, where they're like go on the Dawnbringer crusade. They're like they get offer this gold coin, and you go on this crusade, and you'll found a new city. And then there's like hundreds of them go off, and then they all just always die. Do you know what I mean? They're like I'm marching out the place with their little steel armor, and then they just get murdered by something, and they turn into all these old ruins. They're like, oh.
There was something
meant to be here, or they're not. Next one, they're dead as well. So yeah, I think I just avoid being a soldier, just work in a bar.
Yeah. And a nice tavern. Look at like orc titties all the time.
Yeah, I'd probably just be like a bard, so we just play guitar.
Yeah.
In a pub.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's what I'd go for. So yeah, I'd live in the Age of Sigmar land too.
Yeah. Ideal. I've got a question that will follow on quite nicely from that, because obviously you were talking about Black Library books. Would you rather be allowed only to read Black Library books or only codexes?
I can never read a codex if I read Black Library books. Is that what you're saying?
You can read one or the other.
I mean, immediately I wanted to say Black Library books, but like, I can never read a codex.
You can never read a codex.
Fucking Black Library books. I don't read codexes anyway. I don't play anything.
There is that. So you probably spend a lot more time reading like Black Library books than codexes.
I do read a codex on the toilet though, but yeah. I enjoy reading codexes because I like the fluff and I like looking at pictures and stuff too. Do you know what I mean? If they make Black Library books have pictures in, even better. Do you know, I want a picture book. Don't do scratch and sniff on the toilet ones though. It's not the right kind of not the right kind of book.
Yeah.
What about you? Codexes or?
So I don't
play more than me marginally. Like you might get 2 games a year. I get 1.
Yeah, maybe. I do like a good rule book. So not necessarily codexes, but I do like army books for Lord of the Rings and stuff. They've got like army lists with specific like rules for those armies and things, and I love kind of like theory crafting lists and things like that.
I mean, I love list building, man.
I probably spend. I don't tend to read Black Library books either. I tend to like listen to them on as audiobooks. So I don't. I could listen to other books if I didn't have Black Library books to listen to.
Yeah, there are some.
So I think I'd prefer to listen to read codexes and rule books rather than.
Yeah, but that's true. So we'll do that again. We'll just do all this together. You pick one, I'll pick the other. But like, you tell me about the codexes. No, like the thing about Black Library books is you can read all the lore, and if you're one of those people that goes, actually, I think you'll find.
You can be one of those winners.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really tough one. You're right. There are other books other than Black Library books to read. I do enjoy reading a codex or whatever, but I'll stick with my answer. My gut instinct was Black Library books. So we'll do that.
Yeah. Let's go with that one then. Go on with that one.
All right. Have I got one for you that follows on? No, but I've just got something totally different. This is a good one. Would you rather your dice were always rolled average, or every time you roll, you have a 20% chance to roll perfectly?
Oh fuck! I'm sure there's like
average is what you normally roll as a normal human.
Yeah. Like on across 6 dice, you'll roll
shit, but 20% of the time they roll perfectly.
Oh fuck! I'm sure there's like a mathematical answer to this, but I'm not clever enough to work it out. I think I'd probably just prefer the average, maybe.
Probably average, right? Yeah, because otherwise you get steamrolled or you steamroll someone.
Yeah.
But average is just like, maybe
on every 20th roll. It would be perfect. Or just like on 1 in 20. Like it would just be whatever, exactly what you need. I think I'd just go for average.
Yeah, me too.
Because if you need a 6, it would be like theoretically 1 in 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then obviously if you needed like 2 6s.
Double 6s.
Yeah, then what's then? Yeah. So it becomes I think I'd just go for the average.
Or 3 6s is 1 in 216.
Fuck off on your quick maths.
Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Don't ask me. I've got no idea.
It is right. That's correct. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I know that from Blood Bowl. I know the odds of rolling a 3+ with a reroll is 1 in 9. There you go. I know, double 6, double 1, 1 in 36. 3 1s is 1 in 216, and stuff like that. I know from poker too. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Little brain box over here. So there you go. I think I'm with you there. Just roll normal, right?
Yeah, just roll normal. Just roll normal. Right. Next question to you. Would you rather be amazing at airbrushing but really shit at brushwork, or would you rather be shit at airbrushing but amazing at brushwork?
Amazing at brushwork.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm amazing at airbrushing now.
Yeah. I thought this question kind of pertains to you because I don't do an awful lot of airbrushing. I think it's one of those things that would really speed up my painting if I kind of if I did get better at it. But yeah, I think I'd prefer to be better at brushwork because I think it's the brushwork that kind of finishes off the model. Like with airbrushing, you can get like a good base, but then it's the detail that kind of really carries the model. If that makes sense.
You can do a lot with an airbrush.
I know you can do a lot with an airbrush, but
Yeah, I like there's horses you hate painting. Amazing with an airbrush.
Yeah, I've done a couple with an airbrush.
I'm going to teach you. Oh, you should come here someday.
I should.
And we'll do 2 days of airbrushing together. You'd be like, why don't I do this all the
time? Let's do that. I'm keen to do that. Let's do it. Right then, your question.
What have I got left? Oh yeah, you go. I don't really like that one. Oh, you go. Would you rather paint details with a worn-out brush or assemble minis with really, really dull clippers?
Oh, fuck. That's a good one.
Do you know what I mean?
Like where you're having to chew through the plastic.
Chew through it and then you've got to hack it all off again. Do you know what I mean? Paint with a kind of shit brush.
Like one of the brushes that Kira leaves you with.
Yeah. Like anything where the edge is a little bit splay. Like, I don't mean unusable brush. I just mean like awkwardly shit. But you know what I mean?
I think over time, if I only had those brushes to use, I think I'd kind of get used to it. Whereas
one that's got a bend in it, so you kind of know how.
Which bristles to use to paint.
It's got the ones that pokes out on the side, so
so use this one, and you know how to lick them to get them to stick together for like 3 seconds before they splay out again. So I think I'd probably go with the brush because using dull clippers is awful.
I mean, really dull.
Really dull. Chewing through plastic.
Miniatures, that would make it miserable.
It would, yeah. Before now, when you get 3D printers, you get a set of clippers with every 3D printer.
Those blue handle ones, yeah.
Yeah, I've got blue or black handle ones. I've got about 10 pairs of those, and as soon as they start to go a bit crap, I just bin them because I've got so many of them. And some of those, but before I was inundated with them, it's like one of those things that I'll go to the hobby shop, I don't know, like once a month, something like that. And every time I go, I'd be like, oh, I need to buy new clippers. And then I'd always walk out, like be getting in the car and driving away. It's like, fuck, I meant to get new clippers.
Yeah.
And it's just, it was one of those things that for months I just kept forgetting to buy. And when I first started the hobby as well, like I had less expendable income than I probably have now. Not that I've got loads of expendable income now or anything, but I felt like I had less back then than I probably do now. So it was like I'd prefer to spend my money on models rather than new clippers as well. And I had a set for, I can't even remember who made them now, but they were awful. They were just
Oh,
god
really?
awful. And but I made do with those for so long. And as soon as I got a new pair, I was like, I should have just invested in a new pair way sooner. But yeah, so I think I'd prefer to go with
Shit
this
brush.
slightly shit brush. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think I assemble far more than I paint. I think I could work better with a shit brush than I could with like awful clippers. In Space Marines they put the bits on the shoulder pads as well.
Oh, and you want a nice clean, yeah,
Imagine that being all mangled.
yeah, and not being able to get like a clean cut on it. Yeah,
It'd be awful. Yeah,
it would.
That's a tough one.
It would, but yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. Right. Would you rather? Yeah, I've got a few. I've got loads of good ones here. Yeah, I've got. Would you rather just paint one faction for the rest of your life, or you can only paint one miniature from each faction for the rest of your life?
One faction.
So you could only like paint Space Marines forever. You couldn't paint anything else, or you can only paint like one model from each faction. It means you'd never have a full army of anything, but you could paint something different all the time.
One army.
And what army would that be?
Immediately, Old World springs to mind. I'd have a fucking massive Empire army, just like
a Bretonnians. Bretonnians.
Yeah, Bretonnians are Bretonnians. Yeah.
Right. Okay. They don't count. Yeah. Empire. There's a bit of variety in there, isn't there? Like
you're right. You're doing variety. Yeah. I might just not vampire counts or something.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Oh, that's tough. Would you want to just paint Space Marines for the rest of your life?
That's
I could have
a
massive chapter. I just paint Ultramarines. I just become the person who plays Ultramarines, and I have like 1 million of them.
The person, like, yeah, you could, you'd have like 10 of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't paint any anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Moot point. It's a moot question. Yeah, I only paint one of everything anyway.
Yeah, so for me, I was gonna say I think I'd paint just one of everything.
You can do YouTube videos, I suppose.
Yeah,
painting
exactly.
A Space Marine.
Yeah, painting. Oh, this time I'm painting a more different Space Marine.
Yeah.
Again.
Fair
enough. Yeah. Have you got any more?
Oh, would you rather be stuck in the Eye of Terror or stuck on Cadia when it falls?
Cadia
blows up a bit. Spoiler.
I'd probably Cadia because it'd just be over.
It'd be there like, oh.
I'd be there and then not, just obliterated. That's probably what I'd go with.
Just gets obliterated. That'd be this weekend, getting obliterated out in Magaluf.
What happened? What happens in the Eye of Terror? What would happen to me there?
Just all demon shit,
crazy demon shit. No, I couldn't be asked with that because like I always feel like demon shit. You've got no choice in the matter once you're there. Do you know what I mean? It's not you can't go like, oh, do you know what? Actually, I've had enough of it, and I've had enough of this now.
Yeah,
you're stuck there forever. I think I'd just rather it just be done with.
Yeah, just blow up.
Yeah. Would you agree?
I think I'd take my chances in the Eye of Terror. Do you know what I mean? You could just go mental and pull your own eyeballs out, or I could become a demon god.
But again, you say this like we're talking about. Your chance of being like a Space Marine is really low, so your chance of being a demon god is pretty low as well.
Maybe
you could be a nurgling.
Like, I live in your pocket. Yeah, I'll take my chances. Odds are I die a horrible death, but I don't know, to become a standard bloodletter or something. Just
yeah. What? Yeah, blue horror. They're the ones I was thinking of. Like
massive hands.
Yeah, with eyeballs in them and stuff. Like yeah.
Like that movie.
Yeah, what was it?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. That was freaky.
Yeah.
That film, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Scary. I remember seeing that. Did I see that in the cinema?
You
Terrified by
probably
it.
did.
Yeah.
Well, should we do some Patreon ones? Have you got any other good ones?
I have got one more which I thought was pretty good. Okay, so would you rather your favorite faction had 50% fewer models, so different models, but the remaining 50% got all brand new models, or would you prefer to have twice as many models, but they're all like last generation kind of style models?
Oh, I'll give you twice as many old models.
Is that what you'd like?
Yeah, even if they're shit, I don't care. Bring them on.
Like proper, like old hammer made out of metal, like
that's what I like. Give me that. Give me more metal old hammer. Give me Valhallans and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't want good looking models. Give me old Eldar, right? Not these newfangled ones.
Yeah. Okay.
You're thinking Lord of the Rings, aren't you? So you're
I'm thinking Lord of the Rings. But the thing is, I'm thinking like
Gondor.
a Rohan would be nice to have kind of like all brand new models, but there's not that many units anyway, so it'd be going from like 10 down to 5, but all those 5 units would look amazing.
One of my 5 new Theodens would be alright, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Theoden's
like 5
already
Theodens anyway.
quite new, but new Gamling, new Rohan Royal Guard, like Hammer could go. Like some of the little captains and stuff, could just bin them off.
Yeah,
get rid of them.
We've got a lot of good characters, didn't they? But yeah, I need new riders, and then I think I can get into Rohan. I assume new riders of Rohan are coming, right? Because we've got new normal.
I don't know. We got. Well, you'd like to think so. I'd have thought they'd have been out by now, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I want to do a video on my kind of like speculations for the future on Lord of the Rings.
Welcome to Benji's Hobbies. In this episode, I'm talking about Lord of the Rings.
Again.
What's the future bringing? Yeah, would you believe it? Gandalf.
Yeah, another Gandalf. I want another set of the Fellowship. What else I want? That's pretty much it. But yeah, I really want to do like a bit of a speculation kind of video, but not like upcoming like what models are we going to get. It's more like kind of a bit
more like
broader
clickbait.
than that. No, I never make clickbait.
Worst hobby tool ever made. 300,000 views.
Well, yeah, true.
Just do that again.
I'll just redo that video.
It's a few years ago now. I'm going to do my I can't do this anymore video soon because it's been like I looked at it. It's been nearly 3 years since I did the last one.
Has it? Wow. Yeah. It's been a year since I did mine. And then, but thing is, I came back from that really like positive and G'd up and like I was like ready to do stuff. And then I found out I was being made redundant. I was like,
and then you did a video and everyone was horrible. So
yeah, exactly. And then I did do a video. Yeah. And do you know what? Like talking about people being horrible in videos, and kind of going off topic here, which is kind of like our thing. Like in the last video, there was like a few like I wouldn't say they were nasty comments, but they were just like really like pedantic comments. And like we've never
on the internet,
YouTube. But do you know what? Like generally, the comments that we get on this podcast are really, really nice. Like from people who kind of sympathise with what we're going through, or kind of just like the nonsense that we talk. But then in the last episode, there was like a few people that just really like pedantic about stuff, and I'm just like, oh, bugger off.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before, but like when I see like nasty comments now, I just delete them. Like I then block them from commenting again. So like
community. Hold on. How do you see settings? Settings, permissions. Where is it? Channel. Keyword. Where is it?
You don't need to look. You don't need to look for it now. You're going to name and shame.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Where is it? Community moderation. Mods. There we go. Hidden users. This episode is dedicated to show 85 more. This episode to
85.
No, there's more. That was me clicking more. This episode is to Seth Voss, Schwerpunkt, brackets.
Hang on, is this on your channel or is this on
mine?
Right. Oh right. I thought this was like I was going to say. Wait, there's no way we've had 88 people that we've had to block on this channel.
I think I have maybe 300. I blocked Julius Caesar. Fabius Rex. Eric Killian. Sorry, buddy. TK200 Mark 5-star shooter. He's gone. Uh, Aegean Nomad, Lord Nerf Herder. You're all gone. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry, Sirloin.
they all had it coming.
Yeah. So that's it. So,
Does this count as doxing people?
no, they've commented on my stuff in public.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Me a
Yeah.
piece of shit or ugly or fat or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kingdom Hearts Chocobo. That's not even a thing.
Saying that I look like an unfunny Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Terror Horst 1986. You're gone. Corey G. Adventures in Ont. CND. I could do this forever, literally.
I was going to say, yeah, we've been here a while now, going through your band list. So yeah, we'll kind of park it there. We'll do an entire episode just where we name and shame the shits that have commented shit on our channels. But anyway, do you want to go through some of the Patreon questions?
Yeah, sure. Are they in my band list? Let's find out.
No, I don't think any of the patrons are in your band list, hopefully. But yeah, so we kind of put this would you rather out to our patrons, and we asked them to come up with some questions for us, some really, really funny ones in here as well. And some, I think we've kind of answered some of them already. I think we'd come up with some of the similar sorts of questions to what they had asked already. But yeah, if you want to support us you support us by just watching this, but if you want to support us a little bit more, then please consider joining our Patreon. We've got quite an active little Discord going on now. We're doing we're doing some running on Strava, like all together, like
walking or whatever. We've got like a bit of a fitness group, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got we're trying to encourage people to kind of get a little bit more active. And it to be honest, like for me, it's actually done me the world of good. I've been to the gym twice this week. I think the week before I went twice as well. Been running a few times. I think you started running again.
Yeah, I've struggled this week actually, but yeah, I did a 5K like last week. I've done like a good few runs, good few 3Ks, 2Ks. I haven't done a run now though in a while.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know, sometimes you win.
It's not necessarily about kind of like, you know, make sure that you go and run. It's more just, you know, a bit of a exactly, and making
sure. You did an annoying 5K time that was better than mine.
I did,
so
yeah, no,
like,
which was fun. But anyway, going back to our patrons. We kind of put the question out to them, and they gave us some really wicked suggestions. So, Ollie, do you wanna hit me with one to begin with?
Ooh, yes, hold on. There we go. Let's see. Let's have a quick read here. What do we like? Would you rather only ever play 40k with one army in one edition, or never play again?
I'd probably rather never play again. I don't play much of 40k anyway. But we'll apply that to Lord of the Rings. Would I prefer to just play with one army in one edition, or never play? Yeah, I'd just play with one army, 100%. I'd prefer to play than not.
I'd play the second edition Eldar.
I'd probably go current edition. Who did I go with? Gondor, probably, because there's a bit of variety in that, I think. Yeah, I think I'd probably go Gondor.
Fair. What else we got here? They did so many good ones. We did that one.
Okay, would you rather only paint for the rest of your life, or always play with unpainted minis?
Paint. Yeah, paint.
Yeah, paint. Right?
Yeah. Would you rather... Oh, it's nice. Would you rather get first place in a tournament or most sporting?
Most sporting for me.
Most sporting, I think, Preston. Yeah.
There was one tournament that I entered, and I didn't go. I didn't take like a meta army or anything like that. And just out of the blue, I wasn't expecting I got most sporting, and honestly, it properly made my day. So yeah, I'd prefer to get most sporting.
Me too. There's a particularly good one there. Go on, you read it out. Go on, it's a good one.
You just don't want to offend the
I don't mind offending. Go on.
I'll do it.
Okay, got it. This is a very good one.
Would you rather permanently wear a Vanguard Tactics t-shirt one size too small, or be forced to only ever use the original and the terrible Army Painter range of paints? Go on, Ed. What would you prefer?
if I was in good shape, like some of the folks in Vanguard Tactics, I'd go the one size too small. Right now, I don't know where, like, you know.
If it was wearing it like I think it's one size. Like if you're wearing it like if it's really small, you'd be like, oh, do you know what? Actually, you almost like you're taking the piss wearing it. Yeah, yeah. But when it's just that little bit too small and it's just like riding up a little bit here, and like your belly's just sticking out.
Your belly's hanging out.
Yeah, just belly out the bottom a little bit. Yeah, it just looks like your t-shirt's too small and you're too fat to fit in it.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
I think if I had better paints. I mean, do I have to wear this t-shirt all the time, like forever?
Dude, only ever wear. There he is again in his small Vanguard Tactics t-shirt.
do I do I get a couple of them so I can like rotate them so that they're not always like
you can have two. Yeah,
you can have two. Do I have to wear them to like work and everything as well? Like there's too many variables in this, but I think I'd probably rather. I don't know. Those paints were terrible.
They were really terrible.
They were really, really awful. Man, that's a good one.
I think it would force you to get in shape.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can get away with a tight shirt when you're fit, right?
Yes, right. Okay, yeah.
I couldn't right now.
Yes, let's do that then. So yeah, I agree. I'd rather permanently wear a Vanguard Tactics t-shirt that is one size too small. Do you think that's aimed at anyone in particular?
Don't know. Would you rather play against someone who cheats or someone who constantly incorrectly quotes Sharp or Lord of the Rings for you?
Oh man, I think I saw this. Like playing against people who cheat is frustrating as hell. I think I'd prefer to listen to people butcher quotes from Lord of the Rings the entire game or Sharp or something rather than
Yeah, that's probably it's kind of be funnier, right? My brother does that. Joe kind of does that. Yeah, and if he actually does listen now, yeah, Joe does that a lot. He often misquotes stuff accidentally.
It's accidentally, not intentionally.
Yeah, he'd be like, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a murdered
I am your
son,
father,
dad to a murdered mum. I will have my revenge this time or later." And it's like, close.
Yeah.
I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm Slim Shady. Other Slim Shadies, go and stand up. Go and stand up. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. See, I just find that like entertaining. Yeah. So I think I would prefer that. But that's a really good question.
Today is a red day, a new day. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be great. I'd play against that. Yeah, I'd prefer that.
Okay, so would you rather use a brand new, shiny, pro-painted army, or a nostalgic army which you love and was painted by you?
Oh, nostalgic I painted, yeah. You feel far more attachment to something you've painted than something someone painted for me, right?
Totally, yeah. Totally.
I couldn't take the you can't enter that into like anything. Do you know what I mean? You can't ever be like, oh, that's a great paint job. You're like, do I lie or tell them the truth?
Yeah. See,
yes, thanks so much.
I've sent some stuff off to be commission painted, but I've kind of kept like a warband each of the models back for me to, or I've already either painted a warband of them, or I'm keeping a warband back to paint myself, so that if I do ever enter like a painting competition or something, I can enter my own models, rather than being reliant on something that somebody else has painted for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because again, I wouldn't want to put something forward that isn't mine. But also, I feel like, I don't know, I enjoy having my own stuff painted, if that makes sense. Like I do think about,
even if it's
like I think if you were like doing battle reports or something like that, and you needed like constantly new armies painted, like I couldn't keep up, so I'd probably have to get stuff like pro painted. But like, fuck it, if I'm not doing that, like, so I'd prefer to just paint stuff slowly and have it painted myself.
Yeah,
would you agree?
I think the same. Would you rather drink a shot of Nolan oil or a glass of paint water?
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, like a shot, like 25 ml, or a full a full paint water thing.
So which that's like a can's worth, isn't it? Would you say?
No, not quite. Maybe like
not
maybe
quite.
like
About 200 mil.
200 mil. But like it's not mega painty. It's just like
it's just
painty.
a bit paint. Oh, I don't know. Depends how long you've left it for. It could be. It could have like paint silt at the bottom of it.
This has been here for 3 days. It's green. Would you rather do that or a shot of normal oil straight? What's worse for you? I think I do normal oil. I think get a video of it. I look like the Harkonnen guy.
I think it'd go down really quick. But you know, I wouldn't do normal oil.
Do you go down really quick? Do you?
I'd.
Constitution check,
lads.
I blew my beans.
I think I'd go with the null oil, but I wouldn't do null oil. I'd go with the two thin coats one. I'm going to shill for them now because they taste better than other paints. Better? They do taste better than other paints.
I do goblin green and eat a full goblin green, but eat it in a sandwich.
Would you use it like as a spread? Like,
yeah.
Goblin green as well, but that would make a mess, wouldn't it?
It's probably made of lead as well, but yeah.
Probably, yeah. The OG.
Toast it. A cheese toasty.
Yeah.
Would you eat that? I'd eat that. A paint toasty. Have we got any more? Are we there?
I think we've. Would you rather play against a chatterbox or a silent opponent?
Chatter,
because you are the chatterbox.
I'm the chatter.
You don't shut up.
Literally never. Sorry.
I've played against some people that I just really like quiet all game and like. But things you kind of need that kind of communication, don't you? Really, like you need to explain to people what you're doing, and I think, and I've played against people that are just like dead silent, and man, it's like a tough crowd. Do you know what I mean?
Torturous,
yeah.
3 hours of misery.
I'd prefer to play against somebody who is chatting shit the entire time, and then it just kind of puts you at rest a little bit, doesn't it? Like puts you not at rest, at ease, sort of thing when you're playing. So yeah, definitely a chatterbox.
I'd love to be put to rest.
Put to rest, yes.
Just dead. Don't do any of these fucking podcasts.
Yeah, I know, these torturous podcasts. Be like being on Cadia again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just dead.
Just dead. Just dead. Destroyed.
Here's one for you. This is from me. Would you rather look out and see like the world ending coming towards you, or would you rather have your back turned? Would you rather see it? The end of Rogue One. The end of Rogue One, Star Wars.
I quite often think about this, which is I do. Yeah, you
dream about it.
It weighs on my mind quite a lot. What would happen, because I live in a very kind of populated area, and I kind of think if something were to kind of happen, the world were to devolve into nuclear Armageddon, like where I live is probably going to be like a prime target.
You're probably like number 2 or 3 in England, right?
But yeah, pretty much. So like there's no way that we're going to escape in time. Like not with. So I've kind of thought like a lot, and I would probably watch it. I'd go and sit out in the field. We've got like a big field just in front of the house. I think I'd go out, like get a deck chair out, and I'd go and sit in the field. I'd
probably watch Theoden's death scene.
Would you?
Yeah, well, Gandalf say, "No, friend, it's not the end." Do you know what I mean?
Did you misquote that intentionally?
Accidentally, yeah. What's the quote?
No, death is not the end. I can't.
No. Yeah, I'd do that, or maybe I'd just watch Treebeard struggle to say anything for a while.
Yeah. I'd go and watch it. It's not like my fantasy, but like I just think if it's going to happen, like there's absolutely nothing like I can do, so I'd just go and sit out and watch it. I think
I'd try and finish an army. I mean,
you might break the back of it. Break the back of it.
Find my back broken.
You've played Fallout, haven't you?
Of course.
Yeah, like they do like environmental storytelling. I'd go and grab a fishing rod and sit on the toilet quick. So in the future, when somebody finds like my corpse, like put a party hat on and like sitting on the toilet with a fishing rod or something.
Fishing into the toilet,
and then people be like, "What the fuck was this guy doing?" But yeah, I think I'd go and sit out in the field. That's what I would do. Yeah. Would you prefer to never have to base coat a mini again, or never have to assemble one again? Base coating for me, I find boring. So
it's really boring. I'd prefer to assemble.
I enjoy assembling.
Me too. So I do when I'm in the mood. Yeah.
I would. Oh, that would. Do you know what? That would be the dream for me. Somebody just do all my base coats, and I can just do all the highlighting and stuff, which is the bit like I enjoy more than base coating.
You just put all the purple, the black, the red on, the brown, and I'll do the rest of it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's an easy one. That.
Yeah.
I think some of these we've already kind of covered.
Would you rather Sean Bean does a proper London accent or have Danny Dyer play Sharp? I mean, Sean Bean doing any accent other than Northern is atrocious.
I think it would, but then it would be Danny Dyer, wouldn't it?
Danny Dyer.
You can't have Danny Dyer.
Danny fucking Dyer.
You slag.
You fucking Napoleonic cant.
What do you want then? Yeah, I don't think.
I can't even do Danny Dyer.
Do you want a fucking slap?
Fucking beer? Yeah, a slap, you slag.
Oh man,
it's got to be Sean Bean doing a London accent, right?
Yeah, I think just for the comedy value.
He was pushing James in Goldeneye. Do you remember that one?
Yes, he was. Yeah, maybe
fucking in country, James. I'm going to give you the same 3 seconds you gave me, James. He talks about when he's posh. He's the same in The Island as well. You ever watched that one with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson? Do you ever watch that one?
Oh, maybe.
He plays like a doctor, and he's like, "Tell me about your dreams." He tries to.
he still sounds like Yorkshire a little bit.
Dreams.
Up to dreams.
That's madness. That is.
I think that's cool. I think
that's it. No, we got it. That's it. Yeah.
Have we done all the? Have you got any others?
I think I've extinguished all the things. Would you rather go to bed now or do another podcast?
I think I'd rather. Oh man, wait, so it's only 12:10. We could get another one.
Would you rather run a tournament or go to Magaluf?
I'd prefer to go to Magaluf. I think. No, I don't know. I'd like to run a tournament. But yeah, I think Magaluf will be fun, and I get peace. For like 2 days.
Will you get peace in Magaluf?
Maybe if I disappear.
What if you don't come back?
What if I just move there?
I don't know. What if you just stay there? You're like, this is fucking great.
Can I be like extradited to come back to my family?
No, you have to start a family out there. Benji's gone global.
This is my life now.
You become a rep. You're too old to be a rep now.
No, I could get away with it.
Over 50s. Rep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could get like the grannies to come and do stuff. But do stuff. Yeah.
It's been a very odd episode, I feel. This one.
It has. We've talked. We've covered off a lot of stuff. We've covered off. I'm
up in 6 hours to go to run this fucking event. Oh Jesus! Right. So when it was cancelled, I was kind of happy, but now it's back again.
I know you were like, oh, I think I'd prefer to just lose the $3,500 that I'm about to pay out for it already. It's at this point.
Stupid life and money and stuff.
Yeah.
I could live off beans for ages.
It would be an inconvenience, but I could live with it.
Significant inconvenience. I don't know, really. Feels like it's been an odd episode. I think it's still got new headphones, but they're old headphones, so they feel really weird on my head. Is that what's made this episode weird? Is it the headphones? I think
there's lots of other stuff that's made this episode weird. That's got nothing to do with it.
Wanking off goblins.
That was a weird one.
I thought we set the world to rights when we decided on the hierarchy of geekness.
Elf maiden titties. What else have we discussed?
Elf. You didn't say elf. We said dwarf, but
dwarf.
No, I'm pro elf. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to go and sort yourself out now, aren't you?
Oh, my bodkin.
Oh, pull my bodkin off. Have you read Lord of the Rings? It's like a
Lord of the Rings, no.
Yeah, it's like a Lord of the Rings like parody book, but there's like a
Is it a smut movie?
I'm just wondering if I've got it. Oh, I don't think I've got it.
You've not seen the movie The Lord of the Anus?
No, I've not. I've
No.
not seen Lord of the Enders. I was just going to say, if I've got the books here, I'll read like the first. Like at the beginning, there's like a little excerpt, which isn't actually an excerpt, but it's like Frodo and Arwen talking, and it's like just her getting really dirty with him and stuff. And yeah, it's
is that like 50 Shades of Grey?
it's like no, it's nothing like that. It's like a piss take of Lord of the Rings, but it's just like there is a bit in it which is like a bit like smutty. Well, it's not really that smutty, but it's quite funny.
I think you've got to go. I think you got.
Yeah. I'm gonna go read that bit. Yeah,
read it twice. So, yeah, can you make it that far? For fuck's sake.
Right,
let's
leave it. Let's done.
Oh, look, in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and do you know what? And do you know what? I'm not going to do the fucking try and do the thing where we say, oh, Side Quest podcast, because
let's do it.
No, it never fucking works, does it?
What you got to do, right? Neither of us leave the gap for the other one to say it. Just say it.
Just say it. Okay.
So you go, I'm Meji, I've been Ollie, and together we've been Side Quest Podcast.
Okay.
Wait, what's the name again? Side Quest Podcast. Side
yeah.
Quests Podcast.
Yeah. I've been Meji.
I've been Ollie.
And together we've been Side Quest Podcast. Way, that was better than normal. Still shit, but
yeah. Well,
anyway,
link them together. Right, go away.
Bye, everyone. Bye.